right away.
Shall we
with
actually
this, my
start
favorite
here?
cardigan in a long time. Yeah.
Okay, so this is where we're gonna start because it's completely brand new. It's called the Pucker. The Pucker Jacquard cardigan that's belted, but I call it the Pucker. It comes in 3 colorways, right? So like here is the black, Miss Linda has on the guava, and then a la back there, Miss Adrienne has the blue on. Guys, it's $20 on Easy Pay, and it's a cotton rayon spandex situation.
And it feels like, it literally, I wish you could feel this. It feels like the most incredible, like kind of what, like
grandmother's blanket.
Exactly right. It does. It feels like your grandma's blanket, except it looks like that. Okay.
Bubbies, what does pucker mean in terms of the hand of it? Can you feel the pucker?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what makes it so luscious. You kind of your fingers like sink into
Here,
that
I'll put
puckery.
That one on.
Put it on. It'd be cute with actually like with what you have on. But you know, like. I want to talk about like a lot of things to do with this. The fabrication, which is so luxurious, right? The pucker of it, which also makes it kind of cushy, right?
Yep.
And then the cut of it is really good too. It's a Jacquard, right? So the pattern is kind of like a play on cabling, right? It's kind of like a cute little 3-color cable situation if cables actually came in color. And by the way, I love the way you're belting it. You know, you can belt it.
Do you approve of this
don't have
message?
to belt it. Do I agree with this message?
Do you approve of this message?
I do. I approve of that message, darling.
It's cute.
I approve of that statement. It's really cute.
The cut is the pockets, the length, the pattern.
The side slits.
What is
the pattern.
Oh, wait,
the pattern is so slimming, am I right?
Wait, yes, it is slimming, but can I just show, well, back here, because Adrienne's in the blue. So can you actually, on Adrienne, kind of point out, because the other thing that you did is do you call it like a, what do you call that?
Chevron?
Or is it herringbone, or is it houndstooth, or what? No, it's not
herringbone,
houndstooth.
chevron.
That.
Yeah.
It's that, but you've done it in different, like it almost looks like roping in some places.
Yeah, it looks almost like a play on cabling, right?
Yes.
It's like a pucker, but not quite as much relief as a cable, but it has much more color in a cable, because cable is just one color, right?
So great.
So it's kind of like a Jacquard play on cables. And I just think it's so flattering. Like everybody who puts it on, there's like tons of like sort of vertical emphasis here. So, and there's no collar. It's just this kind of like, you know, like V-neck situation. You could wear it open. I love it just worn open with no buttons, you know?
Feels like a
just
double
kind of
knit.
loose, like the way Linda's wearing it. Yeah, it is. It's a kind of like a double knit Jacquard. And look at the inside. You can see the inside the whole thing just feels so incredible, right? I just love the way it's
$20 on Easy Pay. Guess what we are calling this? It's called a forecast of Isaac's Spring 2017.
Well, yeah.
Much like the striped number that's coming up.
There's
that
so
little
much
moto
new
jacket.
in the show tonight.
I know.
I wish you could feel this, though, ladies. I really do. It looks sensational, and it's so incredibly flattering.
Yep.
But even more than the way it looks is the way it feels. It feels so like gushy, and then on.
Feels cushiony.
Cushiony, right? But then the thing is that, like, you put it on and it's quite like a dense knit, so it covers.
Yeah, it
right?
feels like one of your double knits.
It does. It is a double knit. It's like I think it's actually got like more than 2 colors in it. It's like 3 colors, right? The ground, the pale pink, and the corally pink. The blue, the navy, and the pale blue.
And then
you
black
have a
with the
white,
charcoal.
a sort of a charcoal and a black, right? Exactly.
So
and
guys,
I just love it.
machine wash cotton rayon span obviously goes without saying, part of his new spring 2017 collection, and the tunic length, and then of course it's not a print, but the pattern to it feels, because it's so vertical, it's translated vertically, feels so long and leanifying.
Yes, it does.
I love it.
Long and leanifying. Wait a minute. But then I was going to say that, you know, it is kind of a good transition piece too, right?
1,000%.
You could, like, you see the way Linda's sporting it over in cashmere, like a little cashmere tweed.
It's so cute.
And then, like, you see the way Adrienne has it, just with like a white cotton shirt. It really is great for this minute when you get it home, but it's so good for spring. Like in the springtime, you're gonna almost wear it like, what, like a little outerwear or something?
Yes.
Or like, and then when the air conditioner starts getting pumped in, like in June and July or whatever, you're gonna throw this on over like a bare little tank top or something like that when you're, I don't know, at work or something, or at your friend's house when it gets cold, or
oh my gosh,
at a restaurant. It's such a useful piece. And the pockets and the length and the wonderful pattern. This pattern just works with a lot of other things, you know?
It almost has like a shawl collar.
I feel
Maybe
like
not an indulgent shawl collar, but like a suggestive.
Well, I just love it because it's like a cardigan collar, but there are no buttons. And then, you know, or like a non-collar cardigan, but...
By the way, close to 500 ordered, so please be patient on the phone lines because we have $20 on Easy Pay, and these are going quickly.
But I was saying, right, like, the great thing about it is this insanely good pattern that works with so many other things, right? Like, you mix that with the floral, you mix that with the stripe, you mix that with a dot, and it all looks great, you know? Also, could we please talk about the difference between a solid sweater, right? Like, this would be great in solid, and I bet we're gonna do something like this in solid. I would love to, because it's such an incredibly flattering cut. But then you add this kind of like, I almost want to call it like a cable-y kind of a situation.
Totally.
You add that kind of that
this
vertical
part almost
thing.
gives me Aztec. Is that
It
crazy?
does, absolutely. Nope,
I know that
not crazy.
sounds crazy, but I
Absolutely
feel like I
not
need to
crazy
point
at
that
all.
out.
But I mean, this is just a really easy thing